on our calculator. So here we've got a set of data. It said displaying the following set of 27 marks in the form of a histogram. So I think it was like I don't know what it was marks in, maybe in a class test or something. So what we're going to do is the first thing, we have to put these lists in listen spreadsheet. So on our calculator page, we're going to click listen spreadsheets, which is this green one here, and we're going to create our list. Now, they said it was marks, so I'm going to call it marks. And I suggest that you get in a good habit of actually writing a proper name to your list that relates to what you're doing. Otherwise, when you get a whole heap that you're doing, it can get a little bit hard. So I'm going to type all that list in. So see how it said up the top, it said there's 27 marks there. So we want to make sure when we get to the bottom of what we're entering that we are on row 27. And if we're not, we know we have missed one. And we have to go double check. So, sorry, I'm moving this around a little bit. So I was up to 23, 15, 13, 17, 18, 22, and 23. All right, so hopefully, see there, I'm on line 27. So that's what I wanted because there was 27. Now, the other good habit we've got to practice is moving our cursor up through our list, because that way you're going to notice a funny number if you've accidentally done it. So sometimes, like, you've accidentally pressed it too many times. It could have 100 in there or something like that. So that 7 looked a bit out of place, but no, that was right. So I go through and there we go. So always run your eyes over it because it will save you making, a bigger error. Okay, so we've done that. We've put our list in. Now the next thing on it, it says to select to go to home. So we're going to press the home button and we're going to go to this pink one here, the data page. Now we have to pick down here our list. Now we called it marks. So if you hover down there and press enter, you should be able to get it, and you automatically get what we get is a dot plot. So we want to change it. So if you look here, we've done that. We've got the dot plot. Now we want to change it to a histogram. So we're going to press menu and plot type, and there we go, is histogram. Okay, so we've got our histogram drawn up there. Okay, so what happens if we want to change the column width? So say we did the discrete numbers there, but say I want to make it like an interval. So say I want to say anything between 2 and 0 and 2. So we want to make the bins, like we call them bins, the columns, a little bit different. So let's do this because you're going to have to learn. So you can see, so what we might do is we're going to change them to a width of 4 here, okay? Because they're already in a width of 2. So let's change them to a width of 4. So anything between 0 and 4 is going to be in one category, one column. So this would be if we had the interval. So we're going to press menu to do this. We're going to go to plot properties, histogram properties, and it's called bin settings. Those things are called bin, and we always want them to be equal. We don't want them different sizes, so we click that. Now the width is how big you wanted them. So at the moment they're 2, but I said I wanted them 4. So here, that's what we say. We want 4. Now alignment is where you want to start. So, because sometimes if you've got data, say height, we don't want to start at 0. Nobody's 0 height, are they? So, especially in our data, if we were doing here, we probably want to start at let's say 150 centimeters. Yeah, that would be the smallest. It would cover all of us in height. Okay, so what we want to do is the alignment is where you want to start. So in this case, I'm going to say there's pretty low numbers, so I don't mind starting on 0. I'm going to start on 0 for this one. And I click OK. All right, now we've got our histogram with those widths of 4, yeah? So there was 2 numbers between 4 and 8, okay? Can you see that? It says 2 points. If I go onto this column, between 12 and 16, there was 12 people with that one. So, but you can't quite see the whole histogram in your site. So the way to get that is press menu and see the window zoom. And I like this second one, zoom data. That's the best one to pick. If you click that, and then it pops it down and it makes it so you can see it clearly, and you could copy that exactly into your work, and that would be your histogram. Okay. If I want to change it, you know how we had, this is just a frequency, so this is just a count. If I want to change it to percentage, and this is a good way of filling out your frequency tables, if you create a histogram and then you don't have to worry about calculating, all we're going to do is we're going to change this one to a percentage. So if I change this plot properties, histogram properties again, and it's the scale. If you click the scale and you change it to percent, and if you hover over, you can see between 4 and 8, there was 7.41%. So we wouldn't have to do all those percentage calculations. You just run your thing over and it will tell you them all. So it can be quicker to do that and then fill in the frequency table. So that might be an idea when you're doing your work. All right, so we've got all that there. So remember here, all your instructions are in your book, so you should be fine to do it. I'm going to stop there and maybe we can start some work. Sorry.